We understand at least 50 to 20 people have been taken to the hospital. Right now, we don't know if this was a car that malfunctioned or if this was an intentional doing by the driver. It's just not clear. All we know is that the car plowed into the crowd, went over the neutral ground, and obviously seriously injured a lot of people on the parade route. It is quite chaotic out there, as you can see from these Facebook Live images that we're bringing you.
Emergency vehicles are in that intersection right now. As you can see, the parade is stalled at this point. We know, but again, our Rob Krieger, I think, was on the scene out there tonight.
Right. And I think Rob did have some video of somebody being taken away in handcuffs at the beginning of his Facebook Live. So he was there. We don't know if that was the driver. We don't know what that person's involvement was, but at least one person was taken away in handcuffs and a lot of people taken away on stretchers.
One witness tells me that a gentleman in a truck was driving through there and came through, flying through there, sideswiped at least one car, hit and ran into a white sedan, pushing that sedan into a telephone pole. Apparently that sedan may have hit a couple of people after it was pushed off, and then the truck swerved into the neutral ground right in the center of the intersection of North Carrollton and Orleans, smashing through another group of people. Folks out here said there were between 15 and 20 people at least that they saw injured. We do know that the NOPD has said that there are at least 12 critical injuries. I was counting at least 6 or 7 at the time that we got here, just carted away on backboards. Multiple EMS professionals out here at the time still working this scene, and right now the NOPD is just scouring through this area. There's still literally thousands of people around here. There's a parade still very much going on at the moment, so police are working between trying to secure this area, which is a crime scene, and at the same time trying to comb through the area and talk to folks who may have seen something that can help them with this investigation. Now, when we were on scene, there was a police officer who had a gentleman in handcuffs that they were taking away. He appeared glassy-eyed. He was disheveled, and the officer said that he was the driver, put him into a unit, and that was the last that we saw of him. Not sure exactly what his state was, but obviously, just a scary situation out here for many folks whose families are out here. I mean, thousands of people on this neutral ground watching this parade, trying to enjoy it, trying to have a great day in this beautiful weather. And then just for, unfortunately, at least a dozen people just completely, this night just went completely awry in just a moment's notice like that. So we're out here right now trying to gather as much information as we possibly can while we are on scene. But that's pretty much what we know at this moment. Of course, any new information that we get, we'll have it on air tonight, fox8live.com, and, of course, on Facebook. We have Facebook Live as well from the scene where you can see some pictures of that area. So we'll continue to work out here, but that's the latest that we have right now.
Mr. Mayor, would it make sense to have this side of the street closed down?
Well, we're gonna examine that. We're looking at all of the facts of the study. You see on Napoleon Avenue and on St. Charles Avenue, we do that. So we'll consider that. A lot of it has to do with crowd size and having the ability to move traffic. So we'll see.
21 that we transported to the hospital. There were an additional 7 persons that declined EMS treatment and transport. They did not want us to take them to the hospital.
At this time, it appears that it's a subject who was highly intoxicated, who struck a number of vehicles and then veered off, hitting a whole bunch of innocent people, who is now under investigation for DWI and, of course, hitting all the people who are injured.
At least at this time, as they continue this investigation, they believe that the gentleman may have been intoxicated. They say this will be a DWI investigation. We were on scene within minutes. We saw the gentleman who was driving the truck. His eyes were glassy. He looked disheveled. We don't want to comment exactly on what his condition was, but you can hear that police are investigating it as if it was a DWI. So, of course, we're going to have more information here as soon as we get it. They're going to continue to investigate this scene as they try and gather more information from this area. But right now, the victims are in the hands of some of the best professional doctors in this town as they are working quickly to try and make sure that everyone can recover from this incident.